Hello, Tomasio here, and we are at the Newman Center, also known as St. Thomas More University Parish and Catholic Student Center in Indiana, Pennsylvania, which is right across the street from Indiana University of Pennsylvania. And we've covered a story here of this church that has some very bad art from a Christian perspective, and rumor has it that they are going to start doing something about it. Now, it's just a rumor, but I heard that the blob is going to be removed. You might say, what do you mean blob? Well, there's a blob here. Check this blob out. This is a blob that's given a prominent place. It's given a prominent place here at the church, and you can see there's flower. They planted like these nice ferns here. There's a bench. You could sit down on the bench to meditate in front of the blob, and no one knows what it is. There's a guy that I know studied Eastern religions that says it's a Canaanite, like an alien kind of center. It looks alien to me. It's on a pedestal here. You see, you got the circle in the middle. Some people said it's a tomb, a womb. You have a perfect circle, which is, maybe a planet, the Earth, something round, the moon, and then it's encaptured by something on the outside, and over here you have the backside, which almost looks like a brain tissue of some sort. So, and like I said, it's given a prominent place here, all manicured, landscaping wise, and the benches to sit and meditate in front of the blob. Now, clearly, I've never seen anything like this in any Christian circles ever. Okay, it's not a Christian symbol. The guy who identified it as came from ancient Mesopotamia, some kind of center ball, whatever. Now, of course, we have this image of a woman right directly in line with the blob, and this woman, we don't know who this woman is. I don't know who this woman is. You see her hair, and they have the 666 right here, 666, and so, and her hands are down like this, straight down, pointing straight down. Okay, and there's no veil on her head. So typically, if you see a woman, you're thinking Blessed Mother, but the Blessed Mother always has a veil on her head, doesn't have 666 coming out of her hair, and her hands are never pointing straight down. They're at least a little bit up, but this one's like straight down. And so this woman is looking directly at the blob, okay? So you have, and I'll show you. It's lined up here. I'll line the blob up here. If you see, the blob is lined up directly with the woman. So they've lined the blob up with the woman at this church. Now, we've already seen inside they have a dragon for the tabernacle. So I don't know what in the world's going on here. The church church is circular. It is a circular church. The architecture, it's brick. It's a nice brick architecture. But basically, it's not Christian. Whatever this is, it's clearly not Christian. It's not appropriate. I've been, petitioning the bishop and the Knights of Columbus and other people, like, hey, let's get something done about this. This is ridiculous. Let's put some legitimate Christian art up instead of scandalizing people who are very sensitive to, satanic type art. And Jesus cleansed the temple. If you remember, he said, my Father's house is a house of prayer. In the Old Testament, they would clear out these temples of Baal, the horrible things that were in them, So we deserve, as faithful Christians, to have respectful and reverent art in our churches. Okay, nothing that's even remotely idolatrous or blasphemous is acceptable. It's just not acceptable. Yet many of us lay people, we don't have the authority to do anything about it other than speak out against it. But those who do have authority, the Bishop Malasic, as well as Father Allen and the parish council here at St. Thomas More, they can do something about it. So the good news is, I heard they're getting rid of the Blob, which is a start. You can't justify a blob given a prominent position with a base directly across from a woman who we don't even know who this woman is. It's bad. It's horrible. And what a bad example for the students here at IUP who might even come over here, looking for some kind of a Christian church. So anyway, Tomasio signing off. Please pray for the Bishop Malasic that he would do something about this. Father Allen, we're totally supportive of good religious art and statues, beautiful tabernacles, that are holy and reverent. That's all we're asking for. It's really not anything that is extraordinary that we're asking for. Can we have a crucifix in the church instead of the dragon and the dragon's wings and 666s? Can we just at least have a beautiful Eucharist? Is that possible? Okay, thank you. Pray. Very, very important. Our country is in bad shape, and if the Catholic Church is not willing to stand up with art that is truly honoring Jesus and Mary, no wonder why we're in such bad shape. But it's not all the Catholic churches, but this one in particular needs to do something. Thank you.